here. Come join me for a second. Let me share with you why a doctor who screwed up big time and failed to diagnose cardiac symptoms of an impending heart attack, why, even though he screwed up big time, the doctor was not legally responsible for the injuries that my client suffered. Come join me as I share with you this remarkable information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. I was able to show conclusively that this doctor failed to diagnose my client's cardiac symptoms. He was having significant chest pain, significant shoulder pain, radiating pain down his left arm. And yet this doctor, this educated doctor, this board-certified physician, failed to even consider the possibility that my client had any cardiac involvement whatsoever. And as a result of that, my client wound up suffering significant cardiac injury and suffered a massive myocardial infarction, which is a significant heart attack. Now, let me share with you why he was never legally responsible for the injuries my client sustained. In a medical malpractice case, we have to show not just that there's wrongdoing, but that the wrongdoing caused injury and that the injury is significant or permanent. But in this instance, we were able to show that the doctor clearly violated the basic standards of medical care. However, we were unable to show that that violation from the standard of care caused or contributed to my client's injuries. You want to know why? Because the delay in time from when he missed that diagnosis until he was actually diagnosed was very, very short. And by the time he got to the hospital, that delay didn't make a significant difference. And that's why we were unable to point a finger at this doctor and show successfully that not only did he violate the basic standards of medical care, but that that violation caused or contributed to my client's injuries. Because ultimately he would have suffered the same type of injury even if he was diagnosed only a couple hours earlier. So in that particular instance, we were able to show against the two other doctors that they were fully responsible. But it was the last doctor, because of the short delay in time when my client ultimately suffered the injuries, even though the doctor did something wrong and was careless, we were still unable to prove that we were more likely right than wrong, that because of this doctor's carelessness, my client now sustained additional injury. So why do I share this information with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes into evaluating a medical malpractice case here in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're watching this because you probably have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like these every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.